Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 76. This is episode 2. Today we're going to be actually exploring the wastes. Last episode we went through all of the vault. We didn't do any of the lore. Again, I'm going to do that in a separate series. And Cheyenne still is not joining us. It's probably going to be a while until she joins us, but eventually, hopefully, she will join us. Ooh, a corpse. Ooh, already a gun and money. This one, I think? No. Shit. Oh, okay. There we go. Perfect. Why do I have a 10mm pistol? What? I have a knife and a 10mm. Not sure why I started with that. Oh, shit. There we go. Come on. There we go. Reload? Oh, reload is trying. Okay. Again, I have my buttons set to different things. Right away diluted? Sure, we'll take pretty much everything at the start. Just so we can get a camp set up and everything. I'm not entirely certain where we're going to set everything up, but somewhere we will. Steel scrap is very important. Oh, it also gives you the effect immediately of what is lootable. They have made some updates since I played. Used to start with absolutely nothing. No ammo, no gun, nothing like that. And just fresh out of the vault, you have no way to defend yourself. And I did like that. Again, like I said in the last episode, if they made it truly a hard game, which I think I would at least enjoy, it would be phenomenal. It might even be better than Fallout 4. But Fallout 4 is still top for me, followed by 76 and New Vegas tied at second, and then Fallout 1, and then Fallout 2 and 3. Brotherhood of Steel Tactics is not good. Fallout Shelter is also probably tied with number 1. I just like the feeling of being able to design everything, which probably is why I value Fallout 4 and 76 so much. Anyways, Pennington, hello.
Oh, sir, those young ladies down there.
Young
they
ladies?
seem
What are they doing?
Exceedingly alive.
Oh, alarming.
They haven't yet made any untoward
I'll
advances.
turn this down a little bit more.
Perhaps you could speak
Put
to
it at
them?
3.
Verify their intentions are
Out of 100.
civil?
Okay, any idea what those two are doing up here?
Only that they appear to have some vested interest in accessing the vault. One seemed quite perturbed when I told them that wouldn't be happening. But I'm not sure if she believed me.
Okay. You sound like you think they're up to something.
I've been keeping watch here long enough to have learned that outside the vault, people don't always have one's best intentions at heart. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth.
So, what's been going on out here since I've missed the last, 3 years in the vault?
Until quite recently, it's been exceedingly peaceful. I maintained my post, greeted latecomers out at the vault, and otherwise reveled in Appalachia's natural splendor. But very recently, it seems people have come back to Appalachia. Those two and more to boot. The non-vault sort, you understand. It's all
The
very
non-vault sort.
concerning. Who knows what they might be up to?
Well, maybe I'll go down there and have a check on it. But before I do that, have you seen the Overseer at all in recent times?
Well, yes, but it's been some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right.
Okay. Then I ought to be on my way.
Oh, do be careful out there, sir.
Thank you for the concern. But anyways, yeah. Oh, frame rate drop. Gotta love frame rate drop.
Vault dweller? Hey there!
Hello.
Whoa, whoa. Just a friend here, not a threat.
Put my gun away.
Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open?
The door's sealed tight. Nobody's getting in or out. Or so they say. Actually, it's probably empty now. Doubt anybody's still in there.
Son of a bitch, we missed our chance. We really needed that. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck
The
on.
big one? What are you talking about, the big one?
You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure.
There's treasure out here? Could lie and say, oh, the treasure. Why didn't you say so? You're in the right place. I got it right here. Shoot him in that. No, the treasure? There's a treasure out there?
Well, yeah, there was this big broadcast, but shouldn't you know it was in there?
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But those were the last of our caps. No, someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you?
Why, yes. I don't need your spare weapon. All they would give me is a machete. What else can you tell me about this treasure? What can you tell me about the area? What's the world like out there? Seen any other vault dwellers go by? An overseer? Better be going. What can you tell me about the area?
Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard?
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
The Scorched.
They're merciless. They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed. Without people around, everything else has gone haywire.
Alright, what's the world like out there, outside of Appalachia?
We both came over from Virginia. Well, what was Virginia? There's a lot more hot zones that way. And the few spots that are livable, well, they got picked clean fast. I mean, Appalachia's dangerous, really dangerous. It's better than where we've been.
Did you happen to see another vault dweller go by? An overseer?
If your overseer crossed our path, she sure wasn't broadcasting it. Sorry. You might ask at the Wayward. Seems like they set themselves up to be a natural stopping point.
Alright, well, thank you for telling me some information. I best be on my way to go find my overseer.
Watch yourself out there.
Alright, so now we can pull out the gun and snipe this guy. There we go. And... oh, he disappeared behind the rock. Man. Dwayne Johnson, you motherfucker. I'm kidding, of course. Alright. Take the steel scrap. We don't need the propaganda flyer. Ooh, we do need fusion cells, though. This was... oh, a responder protectron. Oh no. That's depressing. The responders are good people. Well, I don't know that yet. How should I know that? I've never played this game before, definitely not. What is that? Oh, it's a beaver. They drop anything good? Wood scraps and beaver teeth. Oh, hi. Hello there. I'm sorry that I just killed your friend. Don't Don't try anything. Alright, buddy. You,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I killed your
People
friend.
Come back to this
Oh.
area. They'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation. Need to find a place to settle down for the rest of the day. Sure is hot out here. I could really use a bit of water.
How about some boiled water? That should do the trick.
Thanks. I really needed something to drink.
Ah, a banjo. And a mouth harp. Ooh.
If we expand our area all the way out
Let me
here,
just take all of your goods.
raiders don't have a chance.
Wait. He was thirsty, but he had vodka behind him? It's not very Russian.
Clean up this big
Wood
stack.
gathering pile. Yeah, we'll grab some wood. May as well. Cooking station. We can craft some stuff. Ooh, what's in here? 10mm round. That's good. Alright. Well, thanks for the interaction, friend. Maybe you could come down to my camp sometime and buy something. Who knows? I hate allergies. It is definitely allergy season here in Indiana. Man. Oh boy. Hate clearing my throat, especially on video, but you know, sometimes you just got to, especially when you're talking so much. A lot of talking, a lot of clearing throat. Unfortunately, it's, you know, right between summer and winter. It's fall, my favorite time of the year, but also the worst time of the year for my throat and sinuses and, well, everything else. Especially bad for my foot. I've got a titanium foot, and when the weather shifts, I can definitely feel the sting a little bit. Unfortunately, but that's what happens when you have a titanium foot. Not like a prosthetic, but like the bones are held together by titanium. If it was prosthetic, I'd just take it off. Honestly, having a prosthetic... Oh, yes, we need that. Having a prosthetic foot would be kind of fun sometimes. Obviously, I don't want one. Nobody wants to have a prosthetic. But, I mean, I've already got a titanium foot. If it could have been prosthetic... Well, holy shit. I don't know what we would use that for. I don't think you can turn that into a weapon. Oh. Hello there, spider thing. What was I saying before I got interrupted by spider thing? Oh, but prosthetics. I know one of my friends, or one of my dad's friends. He's got a prosthetic leg, and they worked at a car shop together. And every now and then, when there was a customer inside, he would go to the grinder and be like, "Ah, my leg's feeling a little, whoops." He'd say something along the lines of, oh shit." Thank you, vets. He would say something along the lines of, "Oh, my leg's feeling a little scuffed up." In front of the customer, he'd just stand on one leg, rip his other leg off, and use it on the grinder. Smooth it out a little bit. That guy's funny. Let's see. Not really anything there worth taking. Are we wanted? Well, hidden? Wanted. We're not playing GTA right now. Oh, caution. Okay. I've never really used VATS in here. Not until after I saw the what went wrong and how to fix it video on Fallout 76. The video essay by Miniature Nerd. Just simply because of the fact that he stated, when I first started the game, I wanted to try out VATS. Tried it out on those little robot things, which are inevitably extremely hard to kill with vets, just simply because they're all head. Oh, Jesus. And head parts always get a reduction in probability to hit. But, so I tried it out on them, didn't hit anything really, and I thought it just didn't work. And so I gave up on it. And then after I watched his video, I was like, oh, he's right. We don't need a lead pipe, I don't think. Take coffee cup. Ceramic's always good. But the way he described it, it's good to have... lockpick this right quick. It's good to have enemies that VATS doesn't really work on. You know, kind of diversify fighting style. Ooh. But at the same time, it's also not a good thing to start the game out with that. Like if they started the game out with, you know, basic enemies that are easy to hit with VATS, and then gave you a little bit of an insight on how to use VATS and everything in this game, it'd be much easier to understand. We'll take the hatchet and the dick doll. What? Where is that? Oh, somehow it must have busted open. Job opportunity. We will actually read that in the lore series. But right now we're just looking for scrap and stuff. And, but yeah, if they would have started out, like I said in the last video, this is my second favorite game, tied with New Vegas, in Fallout wise. But I can recognize it does have some issues. It's just simply the art design, the exploration factor, and some of the online things. Though a lot of people hate the online aspect, I do like quite a bit of it actually. And the community around it. Oh man, the community. Almost every online game I've ever played has a horrible community, but 76, from all of my experience, does not. It does not have any kind of bad community at all. It's actually probably got the best community I've ever seen in an online game. I don't need a beer hat. Just simply because with hi bud. With starting out, especially since I played on PC and Xbox One and PlayStation 4, every time I've started out, any player I run into will just drop me a whole shit ton of stuff. Any stuff they're carrying that they don't want, they won't even say a word. I won't say a word to them. They'll just walk over, like crouch a couple times in front of me to get my attention, drop a bag of goodies, and run on their way. And that is consistent throughout the entire game. Even like high level, people who were still just dropping random stuff. Anything they didn't need, they'd drop it, and then whatever I didn't need, we'd just leave there. And hopefully another player would come in and pick it up. It is the best community I have ever seen for any online multiplayer experience, just simply because everybody seems to work together. Even though the game gets a lot of criticism, everybody works together. I've only met like one player that was just toxic, and all he did was shoot at me over and over and over, which obviously doesn't affect me since I'm playing just PvE. But when it happened, there was no PvE option, and so he would just shoot at me, and obviously it doesn't do hardly any damage until I shoot back. The problem was he was he was shooting at me, and then I ran into a pack of feral ghouls, and he just jumped up and down in front of me until I accidentally hit him, and then he, tore me to shreds, because I was literally like level 5. Ooh, there goes his head. Oh. There we go. But yeah, I was literally like level 5, and he just kept jumping in front of my bullets. That's like one of 2 toxic players I've ever found. And thankfully that's not consistent at all. Just simply because, well, I spent probably like 15 rounds on them, and I just got 22. Ooh, 308 rounds. 308 is going to be our best friend, simply because that's the gun I always use in almost every Fallout. Hello there. But yeah, other than him, literally everyone else I've ever run into on any of these servers either just waves and goes away, or drops a whole shit ton of goodies that they don't need. Probably shouldn't waste my ammo. I know ammo can be pretty hard to come by in the early game. Armor workbench. Don't really have anything to do armor-wise. I hope that radio is not playing. Oh, I've got some rads. Whoops. Walked a little bit too close to them. Hard hat. I mean, it's better than nothing. But again, with this game being so easy, you don't really need to worry about armor as much, which allows you to be able to customize your character a lot easier, because you can choose and pick things that look a lot better, even if they're not as good. Oh, well, that's empty. Scorched guy must have taken it. Whatever was in there. But yeah. So the community is great, as I was saying, and then on top of that, just the atmosphere. I love the atmosphere of this game. And I would honestly say the atmosphere in this game is better than Fallout 4's atmosphere. And Fallout 4 is by far my favorite game of all time. I don't think there's any game that could ever top it. There are a few that have come close, and I definitely have a sweet spot for, you know, the Dark Souls games, and, you know, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. Oh, voice crack. Oh, ugh. I'm not editing that out, by the way. You're gonna have to suffer through that. But Elden Ring, all those games, really, really hard games, I love. But Fallout 4, it just hits that sweet spot. You know what I mean? Just hits that sweet spot of, you can play it as an extremely hard game, you can play it as a nice role-playing game, really get into character in it. It gives you plenty of options. Dialogue isn't the best, I'll admit that. But apart from dialogue, there's really nothing wrong with that game. But I think this game does atmosphere even better. So obviously, I think the worst nitpick I've got for Fallout 3 and New Vegas, even though I have Fallout 3 at the bottom of my list of games, I don't hate it. I do enjoy that game quite a bit. It's just everything else above it I like a little bit more. What are you doing over there, Toby? Oh, he's taking a nap on a plastic sack. Okay, bud. But New Vegas and 3, their atmospheres, though, are nice. New Vegas specifically, I do like the New Vegas atmosphere. It's, oh, hi. Chestwick? I think Chestwick 2? Oh. I can't even interact with him. Man. I wanted to pet the cat. Did they remove that, or am I just hallucinating? Maybe I have to read Message to Sammy. We'll read this one a little bit. Responders don't know shit. Every night there's more of them in the sky. Brotherhood warned us all. Defiance has fallen, they said. What the hell does that even mean? Supplies running low. May try to get to Abbey, way over the mountain. Free states have got to know more. Well, the free states are a lot worse off than here. Sammy, you read this? Get to Abbey, straight east of the Red Rocket mega stop. She knows the Brotherhood of Steel better than anyone. May angels look after you, because sure as shit nothing else will. I like that. I like that. But what I was saying is the atmosphere. Oh, I still can't. His name is Cheswick. Or Cheswick 2. Wish I could... I thought there was a note mentioning him somewhere. Man, that sucks. But atmosphere-wise, New Vegas, I love the atmosphere at the beginning. The desert feel, everything with a little bit of a yellow hue that you would see in like Mexican-based movies or old Western films or whatever. How they depict Mexico with that yellow film that they use over it. That's really nice, but it gets bland really quickly. Because, I mean, after, you know, the first couple of hours playing around in the world, then it's just like, you get sick of the yellow. And Fallout 3 is the complete opposite. It's green. Green everywhere. Which is nice in some parts of it, but, again, it gets bland really quickly. Fallout 4 has a better balance. It's got some of the green parts to it. When you go down to, like, the super irradiated areas, it's all green and everything, and sickly looking, which is good. But then it's also got some nicer fall look to it. Kind of how this looks. Nice little fall tone to it. Where 3 in New Vegas, they don't change their tone whatsoever in terms of art direction. And then obviously the storms and everything. Very diverse weather systems and everything like that. But 76. Oh man, 76. Just the sheer amount of different areas you can find with different tones. The ash heap, you can go into the swamps, which I assume is a depiction of Florida. Never been there, but from the sounds of it, it's just one big swamp with a bunch of hicks. But this just does tone so much better than any other Fallout game, any other game in general. I would say this does so much better in terms of tone. Tone with an N, not with an M. We're not summoning some kind of demon. I think that's what tomes do. I don't fucking know. I'm a Christian. I don't pay attention to all that witchcraft and bullshit. Which is another thing I like about 76. In all the other Fallout games, they kind of shy away from having any real life religions in any of the games, which I understand. I'm not mad at them for it, but this shows a little bit more realism, because I mean, with America being kind of a futuristic 50s and 60s vibe to it, it was very Christian back then, which I miss. I miss the Christianity of the whole country. It was almost as if the whole country agreed that Christianity is correct. Nowadays it's kind of split apart, which sucks, but I mean also everything about America is split apart. But this showcases Christianity, which is good because in a setting of futuristic 50s and 60s, obviously it would be, you know, a very, very Christian nation. Because especially if they're still scared of the Red Menace and all that communism and stuff. This is the one I'm talking about, the ammunition station. Ammunition, not ammunition, ammunition station. I'm going to try and put that in our shop. But it's just a little bit more realistic, being able to see that, oh, America's a very conservative spot in the lore. So you would assume they would have more Christian and Jewish outlooks on things, as that's more consistent with conservatives like me. Now, I'm not saying everybody who's conservative is Christian, and I'm not saying everybody who's Christian is conservative, but it's just a little bit more realistic, because the majority coincides with either Christianity or Judaism. So when we get to the next town we're going to be in, it's way more evident. There's a pasture there that died, but regretting his sins and everything, and it's just overall it makes so much more sense to actually have America be like full-on Christian, just based on how the state of the country was in the 50s and 60s. And so if they didn't lose any of their other philosophies, then they wouldn't have lost their religion either. And I know Fallout 4, I believe in the beginning, during the telecom broadcast or whatever, the guy, I believe, says, "God save us all." But that's like the only mention of any kind of Christianity in pre-war America.
You think I'm having my people piece this place? Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you?
Whoa, what's going on here? I'm the last thing you're ever gonna see, motherfucker. You don't hold up a store.
Like hell you are, bucko.
I told you it was gonna end badly. Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink.
Oh, a hunting rifle.
I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough.
Let me reload my gun. Put it away. Interact. Interact. 360. Interact. It worked!
Not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Oh, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you.
What was all that about? He said something about a treasure.
Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business.
You looking to help deal with these thugs? Because I could be persuaded to be mercenary-like.
Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands. See? That boy you put down. He's not the first of his crew to roll in here, but I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house, but my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say?
What do I say? Hell yeah, I'll help. Let's see. Send your friend over there. What do you know about them?
Only that they want something from Crane, but I think we could use that to our advantage. That is, if you're doing this job for me.
Okay, I'll help you.
That's what I was hoping. So, the details. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs?
Well, that'd be pretty easy. You just, mail invitations maybe. That's what my mom did for my birthday parties, so I guess nobody came to those either.
Oh, darling. See, as fine as that idea is...
I'm being funny.
I was thinking we could take a different tack.
No sarcasm.
Just give me 1 second.
Alright, she's gonna go and work on some plans while she works. I'm going to talk about my faction. So, we're going to have... Oh.
I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad.
I'll wait until she's done.
So what I have chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they?
Sure, I know how to build structures from schematics. Build a sign? Are you crazy? I don't know how to do that. No, I do. How did you know I was from a vault? I'm wearing a fucking vault suit. No, duh.
That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it.
Alright, thank you.
You ready to get this show on the road?
Let's do this.
Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward
Oh, they'll
gets
get the
left
message.
alone. Oh,
They will get
and on
the
the topic
message.
of leaders, you know, one of my people found this tape in the camp across the way, recorded by one overseer of Vault 76.
Ooh,
It's
first information on
a
her.
little out of date at this point, but it seems it might have been left for someone from her vault. Maybe it was waiting for you. Sounds like she set the camp up so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a little refresher.
Alright, thank you. And with that, we will end the video. Take a seat over here. I'll take a seat at the bar. But, oh, nice. We actually have a backpack now. Okay. Is it still... I don't remember the controls. That's not it. Oh boy. Sorry I blinded you. My apologies. But I guess we'll take a seat at the bar and I'll end the video, but I do want to go over what I was going to say is our faction, once we've got the shop up and everything, we're going to be having, you know, uniforms so that everybody in the game knows who we are. Eventually, hopefully. But if you want to join my faction, I think there's a faction system in here, but I will set one up, and then anytime anyone who's wanting to join, just shoot me a message on YouTube or whatever, or you can find me on any source. It's just Gavin Loftus. Look for me anywhere and shoot me a message or whatever, and I will set up an actual faction. We'll have, you know, guidelines on what your character is going to be role-playing in terms of what they'll be wearing, not in terms of what you're going to be doing. I'm not going to take that away from you, but I'm just saying uniform, look like an actual faction, function like an actual faction. Me, Cheyenne, Charles, Jerry, we're all going to be wearing, you know, similar clothing and outfits that will fit the group real well. And so yeah, if you want to join our faction, if you want to join my game, if you want to play along with me, just message me down below in this YouTube video, and then I will add you to whatever, and you can join me. So anyways, thanks for watching, and come back for the next one if you want to see the rest of the Fallout 76 story. Goodbye.